UVI bundled the best of their 100 and plus sound libraries into just one plugin called Prisma. And here is how it sounds. It claims to have everything a modern producer needs: 808, keys, guitars, synths, and even acoustic instruments. So here's my question. Could this be all you need? I made a checklist of what an all-in-one VST in my opinion should have. We will go through it and see if Prisma ticks the boxes. Then I will sketch a track using only Prisma. So here's Leo from the end of this video. What this guy doesn't know, I hit one limitation that might be a deal breaker. So watch to find it out. Now, let's start. So let's start with the keys. Maybe we should already record this. This is already a very nice sound. AP chest chill out. It sounds a little bit compressed, but it's not something on my side, is it? So never mind, I just think that this is how the sound comes. Aurora Ballroom. Ooh. Oh, we have a German piano. Midnight Around. It's very loud at the moment. Just a quick tip from Quick Tip Leo. When working with plugins like that are pretty hot, once you start stacking those plugins, you always have to make sure to make them a little bit quieter so you don't hit your limiter too early on, because this way you would lose dynamics that you actually kind of want. You can always make your stuff louder in the end, but if your stuff is already too loud to begin with, it's super hard to bring it down. So keep that in mind with a plugin like this that comes at such a hot level. If you like quick tips like this, let me know in the comments down below. Now back to the video. Alright, so Moonlight. Let's quickly add a tempo track. Now, funk. Okay, we will also save this for later. For later. I think we have to record this. I actually start loving this thing. I don't know if you could tell, but in the beginning I was a little bit skeptical because it was too much of compression, but now it really starts to. This absolutely ticks our box, the keys and pianos. Let's move on to Synth Leads. Wow, that's super powerful. Amo Sync 4. What I love, this is not like one synthesizer with different waveforms, but these are different sampled synthesizer sounds. Very different from each other. Yes, we have our synthesizer for later. I would say with that, the category of Synth Leads ticked. Let's continue with Synth Pads. This one I love. It sounds like, I think, a little bit Avatar-ish chorals. More voice. Deep pad. This is one of those pads that I'm always looking for. I think this is super cool for the background. By the way, if you're interested which of these ideas will actually make it into the sketch that we make later on, stick around. We found Synth Pads. Click! I just realized that there is not only Synth Leads, there's also Synth Bass, Synth Brass, Synth Fret, Synth Keys, Synth Poly, and Synth Strings, and Synth Pop. Let's just quickly look through the others. Synth Brass. Synth Fretted. I just wanted to say this is the kind of sounds that I never use, but this one. I have a huge love for muted guitars. Synth Keys. Let's save this for later. Synth poly. Synth strings. The synth vox. Okay. This wraps up the synthesizer. If you're looking for a synthesizer sampler instead of like a synthesizer where you can like dial and change the stuff, this is a good synthesizer sampler. Okay, now guitar. What kind of guitars do we get? Jazz guitar. Has a little bit of a synthesizer feeling. Not a very natural sound for a guitar. Spanish guitar. Maybe this one. This is not like the most natural sound, but I think for this type of like sound where it's like a little bit compressed and maybe used in a modern production, I think this could be the guitar that you're searching for. Oh, I don't know what this is, but I need to record this. When it comes to ticking the box for the guitars, I think you could argue that maybe it's not the best quality VST emulation of a real guitar, but nevertheless, you have a guitar. So for me, the box is ticked. Let's continue to bass. Gypsy double bass. This sounds groovy. Nice. PSP pick and pick. Yeah, so I think this ticks the bass tick box. This ticks the bass box. Let's continue with drums. I'm a drummer, so let's see what they have for me. I don't have a mixer for the drum. Am I saying it correct? Yeah, I actually cannot go in there and make the bass drum louder. Soul drums. This is amazing. Oh yes. We are talking modern production, so we are talking stuff like 808. That has a lot of bass. Okay, that sounds nice. I'm a modern producer. Yeah, here we go. We will keep this for later. Can someone teach me how to say later? Later. I think this wraps up our drum department. Box check. Now let's move on to orchestral instruments. We want to find some acoustic sounding orchestral sounds. Strings pizzicato. This sounds promising. I think this isn't the sound that we will look for in a very classical orchestra, but we have to put on the sunglass of a modern producer searching for a pizzicato sound. And I think this would absolutely be what they are looking for. This sounds nice. I think I don't want to be unfair because there are sounds in there. However, if you want to have a library that you can use to also like apart from modern production use, this is the first category where I would say only kind of. But yeah. Let's continue with choirs and vocals. Female choir, male, and tutti. For the choirs and vocals, box tick. Next up, world instruments. Hidden sitar. I have to save this. You know what? We now go into the original world suite to kind of compare where it's coming from and what they did well to. Prisma. Honestly, I think in terms of sound quality, there's not too much different, if at all. Of course, in the world suite, you have much more flexibility. You have like blows. But I think they did a good job not compressing the real samples, but taking them one to one. If you hear it differently, let me know in the comments down below. We need to record this. I already know which kind of sounds I'm using later on when we sketch the track. This wraps our world instruments. Another box ticked. Now let's get to the final category of the day, the FX and textures. Nice. Future is noise. so much more stuff, but I think we are free to say last box ticked. Now let's try sketching something with all the sounds that we collected. I really liked the 808. We have this sound. This makes 4 bars as well. Yes, perfect. Of course, you would not start with the 808, but we will start with maybe just like bass drum, and then we will add snare drum. We have the drop, and over here we will add the melody. And now let's just repeat the piano thing. What other sounds did we collect? Oh, that one. I see we could use a high cut filter. I like this dreamy kind of thing where we're going to. Okay, so what else? Oh yes, maybe the filter. Oh, this was the one that sounded so. Oh yes. Hidden sitar. I mean, look at the sound already. And I mixed nothing. I think we will start with this. I will make a marker, so let's put this up here. We will use the segments. So until here, this will be our intro. We will duplicate this, and here we have the drop. We repeat the whole thing, so we have like 4 bars of the drop, then another 4 bars with like drop extended, and then we will have a outro. This is how I start giving it a structure. What do we have here? Oh, we have another nice pad. And put it down here. I think in the beginning we need one of the instruments to come in here. So maybe the flute, this one. This one could work, but we have to put it in with volume automation. Also the sitar, I think we'll add some high frequency again. I'm not sure about the bass plug, if we need it already over here. Maybe we could also put this onto the bass. And now let's add some toms. Maybe let's remove this one. I don't know what type of music this even is. Synth Leads? Before we go into the drop, we might need to remove 1 or 2 things so we have like a good transition. Maybe on the 4 we will remove everything. I think in the end we also might introduce the effects again. And the chaos rumbling. I think this is too loud over here. Something that I sometimes do. I'm not changing the actual volume, but I'll reduce it in the frequency range. Okay. I think I'm pretty happy. I'll now quickly clean it up. Just use the Project Logical Editor. Search for mute. Delete muted elements. See what is happening. Bam. And now we have a cleaned up session. And now see what we could do with Prisma. Pretty damn cool. I mean, what I was able to do in not even an hour is insane. It doesn't contain the orchestral instrument or like the very convincing acoustical instruments. However, I think if you're searching for something that is a all-in-one modern production tool that comes with all the synthesizer and stuff that we just looked in, it's an amazing tool that just gives you the best of all the UVI products that exist out there. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. If you want to support me, just watch another one on my channel. YouTube will suggest something for you right here. Take care and see you on the next one. Bye bye.